Give me the argument, the best argument you know, for the power of cinema.
Welcome everybody to Peliculas with the Bros. My name is Adrian.
My name is Ivan.
Thank you. It's funny. I put on my notes, don't say and literally the fourth word I say is
That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
I have to do it over.
No.
Yeah.
It humanizes you. It shows you're capable of horrible mistakes that is honestly really embarrassing.
That's true. Jesus Christ. That's weird, huh?
Just
It's
who cares? Who cares?
It's a we had every time I'm gonna say it, I'm just gonna take a long pause, baby.
Just go. Stop. You're just
now I feel like I'm getting shot at.
You're looping
headshots.
yourself. If you say it right now, don't care, and just say
Damn right.
the next thing.
I don't care, people. All right, that's me.
Actually, no. Say it on purpose.
Uh.
But no, you gotta say it on purpose and then say what you're gonna say. You didn't. Was that on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, this is the worst podcast ever. People, let me just say one thing before it slips my brain. We had a trivia
Mishap.
trivia night.
Oh.
Trivia lunch hour at my work.
Okay.
And where they asked trivia questions about each employee, like who likes to swim
On
in
Zoom.
the ocean at night.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Obviously, not that dumb, but.
Yeah.
And I had a feeling if they asked the question about me, they're going to say, who has a podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Came up to me. Or it didn't come up to me, but they're like, all right, who has a podcast with their brother and has a crush on Kobe? It's like, I got it right. I knew they were going to say it.
Uh-huh.
You know what that means, Evan?
What?
We're popping.
We're known.
We're known.
We exist in
We
people's
exist.
minds.
Oh, yeah. We're that little caterpillar that sneaks into your
Yeah.
ear socket at night
Yeah.
and hatches millions of little eggs,
Yeah.
takes over your body, turns into you a zombie,
Yeah.
and does things to you, you know?
Yeah.
Gets all in you.
Yeah.
Everybody, this is Peliculas with the Bros. My name is Adrian,
Ivan is here.
and this isn't roll call, but we just did that. Anyways, what we do on this podcast is we talk about movies, Ivan.
Mm-hmm.
Movies that we love, movies that we like. And we've been doing this for over a couple of years. I won't say exactly how long because it's embarrassing. But what you need to know is that this podcast is rad. And what we do is we talk about directors. Sometimes we talk about writers. We did that once. We talk about directors and their filmography. We do these like mini series. You can think of them as seasons, which I just thought about the other day. I was like, oh, we do seasons of. But anyways, I've always been saying mini series. We do mini series on different directors and their movies, and we go through all their movies and we say, oh, this movie's good, this movie's good, this movie's bad, all the way till they finish their movie. And currently we're doing a miniseries on the director
Adam Mckay.
That is true. And we'll get into the movie that we're gonna discuss later, which is
The Other Guys.
good thing we watched the same movie. We'll talk about the other guys in a bit, but first, Ivan, let's do what we don't do that well.
Be funny.
Could say that.
Get views.
Damn, that's so true. It hurts.
Yeah. Okay.
I was listening to I was watching a podcast, and one of the brothers was telling the other brother like a lie, but he said it so convincingly, and it was like a nice compliment that he was saying. And he's like, oh. And the other brother was into it. He's like, yeah. Like you could tell it was hitting him in his heart. And then at the last second, he's like, yeah, I just lied. And he turned around, didn't want to face him, just stared at the wall.
I was like,
yeah. And he said, you hurt me so bad, what you just said right now. You cut me so deep.
okay.
And that's what I want to do to you today.
All right.
Not really. No, we're going to have some small talk. We're going to do a thing that we usually do at the end of the podcast called
Things and Such?
In the Beginning.
Such and Things?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So we're going to do that first. I think that will give it a little bit more
Pop.
Zap. Zippity doo dah day.
That's too much.
Okay. It'll give it more of a loose feeling in the beginning, then we'll round it out with talking about the movie at the end.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Ivan, it's time for a section we like to call
Things and such.
What we do in Things and Such is talk about random things that we've seen in our lives in the past week, done in our lives. Ivan, can I go first?
You are allowed by me.
Thank you. This is gonna be like almost a plea. It's part plea, it's part redemption, explanation. I hope to change people's minds today. If I don't, then I need to try harder.
Okay.
Ivan, I watched USA versus Mexico.
All right.
Let me say that again. I watched USA versus Mexico.
Whoa. Is that serious?
That's serious.
Okay.
Let me just start off with a preamble.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. In my life, I've done many things. Look at your face. You're like, why are you taking this so seriously?
1990.
What I want to say is that I'm born in America, damn it.
So you're just admitting you're racist right now.
I'm born in America,
Yeah.
but I come from a Mexican father.
Clearly. Brownie. Beaner.
That one hurt. And a Colombian/German mother.
Okay.
Are these facts? You're my only witness
As
here.
far as I know, yes.
Okay. And since I was a kid, I've seen Mexicans that live in the United States of America.
Mm-hmm.
My fellow people spit on the faces of the USA soccer team.
Okay.
Especially when they play Mexico
Okay.
or Mexico. What this has shown me, what this makes me feel is a gut feeling of pure adrenaline.
Okay.
It makes me want to go for USA.
Okay.
Part of it's like logic, right?
Underdog sort of thing?
Yeah. Part of it's logic.
Uh-huh.
It's like I was born in USA. I should go for USA. Just inherently because I live in this country.
Can I get a pause? I have a question.
Yes.
Like, how else are you supposed to pick your favorite team if not like where you were from? Like, do people just see like, oh, they're the best team, but they're from Miami and I've never been in Miami? Is that?
Are you talking about in any kind of scenario?
Yeah, just general. Like, how else do you even pick a team if not like I'm from there?
There's actually many factors in that.
All right.
One of the major factors is that what you just said, basically being a bandwagon and like, oh, that team's winning, I'm going for that team. There's also little things like my dad watched this team every day, and it's a random team from Minnesota.
Okay.
And I just love the Minnesota Twins now.
Fair enough.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I guess.
And then it's also mostly it's like where you're from.
Okay.
Saying that, number one reason I go for USA is because I was born in USA. Number two is like what you're saying, underdog.
Mm-hmm.
We've always talked about not being like the rest in terms of when you see someone go for something so much, you want to be like, nah, man.
Too cool for that.
I'm too cool for that. I want to go the other way.
Yeah.
It's the punk mentality.
I'm like punk to the core.
You're like Playboy Cardi, basically.
No. No.
So when I see that growing up, I'm like, I need to go for USA.
Okay.
Let's fast forward 25 years. I'm 30 years old, Ivan. Did you know that?
I mean,
Am I old?
I could have done the math.
Okay. And USA is playing Mexico, and I'm going for USA.
Okay.
Notice what I'm wearing, too.
It's the first thing I noticed.
Damn right.
Bright green.
Just because I go for USA doesn't mean I don't like Mexico.
Okay.
But just because I'm Mexican doesn't mean I go for Mexico.
Okay.
This shouldn't be such a hard equation to crack, right? Do you support my thinking?
Sure.
Okay.
So what do you do when it's Mexico versus USA?
I go for USA.
Then you're a racist.
Correct.
A self-hating racist.
But I should go for USA, right? In your eyes, who would you go for?
I'd say USA just because you're an American. And honestly, like, even the Mexicans in America, they're, I think, more American than Mexican. Maybe like a 51% ratio.
That is a very
Racist.
hot take, what you just said. And I don't know if I agree with that, but continue.
I just think you're living here.
Exactly.
You're getting the fruits of the labor of your ancestors or whatever.
The ancestor.
You're American. Like, do what you're doing. Go for both teams, and they're going against each other. Like, choose. Like, I feel like going for Mexico this time. I feel like going for USA this time.
Yep.
But you live here, idiot.
Oh! No, but yeah, exactly. But it's also like, don't hate USA.
Oh, that's even worse.
Like, you spit on us. Like, they literally spit on the players and was throwing water bottles at the USA players when they scored. And they were playing in Denver.
Oh, my God.
I get it if maybe you travel from Mexico to Denver.
Still. It's like,
But I'm assuming there's still some Mexicans that were actually Americans. So this is my one and only plea, my one and only explanation, my one and only redemption.
You're begging.
For all my Mexicanos out there. I'm going to look straight into the camera for this. Can I?
Yeah. Go for it.
You should go for the team that you want to go for. Go for Mexico. Go for USA. Go for any team. Go for Germany. Go for who hates Mexicans?
I do.
What country hates Mexicans?
America.
Oh. Maybe that's a little bit of the hate that they have.
Probably.
Anyways,
But hate never solves hate. So
exactly. Good point, Ivan. Listen to this guy. Go for the team you want to go for. But consider that if you live in the country that you're going against, that seems
hypocritical.
It doesn't seem correct. And I get that there might be tension between you and who you view as Americans stereotypically, but understand that you have just as much rights as every other person in America. And that doesn't mean you should go for America when Mexico plays America, but at least don't hate them. And understand why you hate them. Ooh, we're about to go deep.
Because they're white.
No. Because how you're raised.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we think the way we think. And
white.
Some other people think the way they think. You're ruining this, Ivan. You're
I'm adding a little spice to what you're saying, okay?
He is. He's adding some paprika.
A little paprika, a little cumin.
Because, like, I would say the people that hate USA and live in USA, they're like that because their parents were like that, because that's what they saw growing up. But take a step back and truly analyze, why do I hate them? Is it because that's what I grew up with? And does that make it right?
I think kind of off topic, but not. There's like a fine line of, and you could like generalize this too with like every hobby, but a fine line between joke hating somebody and then actual hating. Actual hating is like you're spitting on the players.
Yeah.
But I think those people are like dumb idiot faces because they don't realize you're not supposed to hate like that. You're supposed to hate like jokingly.
Right.
Like I say, like Playboy Cardi sucks, and like
okay,
I don't think he sucks.
Yeah.
I just don't like him
Yeah.
at all. But you know what I mean?
Yeah. You're adding to it.
Yeah, it's like a little hyperbole
Yeah.
with like my just dislike.
Yes. Yes.
And that's how you're supposed to hate, with love, you
yes.
know? Not with actual hate.
Right.
And those are like the fans that are trash. And I think like those dummy McIdiot faces,
Nice,
they
I like
don't
that.
even know like the difference. They assume like that joking hate is the same as their hate,
Right.
but they're like dummy McIdiot faces, so they don't even know.
Exactly.
Like they can't even fathom that little fine line of difference.
So my plea with Ivan's explanation, which was brilliant, is that understand that you might hate them, but it's a sport, and at the end of the day, you can like them too.
You're not even playing.
Take a layer.
You're watching.
Yeah, you're watching too.
You're not doing the work.
Yeah. So that's why I'm wearing this jersey. It's also a troll because my beautiful wife Tanya, she loves her Mexican team,
Yeah.
and she was really mad that day. And I was really mad because no, we won.
Nice.
Nice. So it was a really good game. In the first minute, Mexico scored,
Okay.
and I was like, "Oh God!" And she was yelling so loud. Oh my God! And I'm
You're competitive.
with my teams. I am.
You're competitive.
So, but I know that if I go crazy, it's gonna be a bad house. There's gonna be some bad juju in this house.
You gotta control it for the safety of everyone.
Yes. So
Okay.
she was screaming, and I was just there watching like this, silent.
That's even worse.
Is
In
it?
a way, like that's a different kind of like anger. You're just stewing in it, like bubbling.
But she was like, "Are you mad?" I'm like, "No, I'm just watching the game." But and then she sort of calmed it down. But even when they were about to score again, she kept yelling, like, "No, come on!" And then when we scored 1-1, I was just like, "Nice."
I think you should have just matched her and then just let it out. But if you're starting to go like that, that's
What, I raising the hand?
yeah.
And then Mexico scored, so it was 2-1. She went crazy, and then we scored 2-2, and I was like, "Good job!" I started clapping, but not too loud. And then we got a penalty, like in the last 5 minutes. She got so mad because it's like 5 minutes left. We're gonna win basically. We score, and I was videotaping her or recording her, I should say, because just to see her reaction, and she was like a zombie. She didn't even move for 3 minutes. Didn't say a word, and I said, "Baby, it's okay. You got next time. It's okay. It's a penalty. You guys played good. Don't worry about it." Try to cheer her up. Didn't work. She was just quiet. But guess what? They got a penalty in the last minute. They missed it. And she got so mad. And our boys won. USA. USA. Woo! All right. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say about that. What? It's hard for me, man. It's hard because like I look like a Mexicano, but I talk like an Americano.
You wish you were white? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Self-hating racist.
There's like hate from both sides in my life. All my life there's been that. There's been the Mexicans that say you're too white. There's the white people that are like, "Oh, that's a Mexican."
So you're hated by both sides.
I'm like the modern day Tupac, man.
Oh, God.
I can't go anywhere without getting some hate.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But there is that weird thing in my life that's always been there in my life, which it doesn't really bother me, but it is an interesting thing.
Like for me, it's reversed. Like people just expect me to be white, but then they find out like I'm mostly Mexican. They're like, "What?
Yeah.
That's cool." So it's like a little bit in, but
Yeah.
like the bar was low for me already being white.
You're just a normal dude.
Yeah, and then they find out I'm Mexican. Like, so you're cool. But for you, the bar's already high, and then they find out you're white. Like, you're
God. Yeah. Yeah, because for you, it's actually, since you have a white complexion, there's almost like, there's no mystery. But once they get to know you, the mystery becomes there.
There's a being inside me.
Yeah. But then for me, it's like, it's not a mystery. It's more of a confusion. Like, why are you white? Or why are you Mexican? Well, the white people don't really say, like, why are you Mexican?
They're just like, oh, you're safe. You're one of the guys.
That's so funny. Oh, you don't carry guns or tattoos. You're approachable. You're what we call a token Mexican. I'll keep you in my phone book. Not Mexican guy. Nice. Oh man, I'm the token Mexican guy. Well, always has to be one, right, Ivan?
Indeed.
All right. Let's take a quick commercial break and talk about more stuff that happened this week. And things. And such. Let's go music. Ivan. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about this. Someone's coming out this week.
A lot. What?
You tell me.
I don't know. There's a lot.
Give me one.
I don't know about this week. Actually, I don't know what comes out this week. I just saw like a lot of things are coming out this month.
Migos is coming out.
Oh, you said someone.
I know. I was trying to throw you off.
Okay.
Migos. Track list confirmed.
Mhm.
Album cover subpar.
Of course.
It's gonna be a C. But it's time to go out, Evan. It's time to experience this music in
Person.
not in person, but in a scenario where you're having fun.
Okay.
The Lil Durk, Lil Baby album sucks if you're listening to it on speakers at home. Unless you're having friends over and you're all drinking, then it's a turn up.
So it's good when you're not paying attention and you're drunk and inebriated and you can't see what's going on.
Yes.
Sounds like it's bad.
No.
Okay. All right.
The same way that Soulja Boy is good for a particular reason,
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick is good too, but you can listen to him. Do you want to listen to Kendrick at the club?
Depends on the club.
Ah, shut up. That is actually a good point. Like, Kendrick might be the best rapper alive, but does he make you dance like Drake does?
Some hits, but not. I mean, you can't compare him to Drake hits. Drake
Are you
hits,
dancing to I in the club?
I am.
Man, I just want to say that I'm excited for Migos. Because what that means is not just Migos is coming out. The world is open now. You know, when a Migos album drops, summer's coming.
It's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah,
like,
man.
It sees the shadow, or spring, or whatever.
Yeah.
Migos album means the same thing.
Migos album is the Groundhog Day for summer.
Yeah.
We just put 2 and 2 together here on Peliculas with the Bros.
Mm-hmm.
What is your hottest take, or what is your, I should say hottest take, what's your expectation for this album?
See.
And how are you going to try to enjoy this? Because what you have an issue with is enjoying music.
I'm just realistic.
You're the consummate stoic.
I'm realistic.
It's like you just ignored what I said. I'm realistic, damn it.
I mean, what you said about being in the right situation with the right music, you're right. And I'll definitely like...
Cut it. Cut this podcast off.
No! But I can't not... First listen, I can't not listen to it on my own.
That's true.
I'm going to be there in my room.
But that's the issue, too.
What do you want from me?
Get some Henny.
Little Henny?
Get some Henny. Tell mom to close the door because I'm about to go. Wow.
Get a little turnty?
Oh, man. Yeah, do that.
Okay.
Or say, you know what? Grab your COVID mask.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to a hookah bar. Hey, hookah DJ. Put on that new Migos album.
DJ Darrell.
Imagine. They're just like, what? That's the way to live life, Ivan. That's the problem, too. That's our
I'm realistic.
That's our problem. This is the problem. I've just figured it out.
No, you didn't.
Lil Durk and Lil Baby, they're in the studio. They're with their honeys. They're with the Instagram models. They're with their friends, smoking weed, drinking liquor, drinking that yak. Sorry.
You said it so disgustingly.
I know, man.
Yeah.
And they're listening to this music that they're making, and they're like, this sounds awesome. I'm having fun. My friends are having fun. The girls are here dancing. I'm drinking on the yak.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're having fun.
Yeah.
We're here in our whitewashed room.
Your whitewash room.
Listening to Migos on a headset. And we're expecting to have a great album. And guess what? Things aren't looking that good.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we're the issue.
No.
And it goes back to what we've always talked about. Becoming old.
No.
Once you get old,
I refuse.
You get old, you phase out music because it's not what you're living anymore.
I refuse.
You know how hard Take Care, Drake's album, hit in my life at that time of my life when I was young, in the club, confused about life, in my
You know what? Shut up.
in my emotions.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was speaking to Adrian Eufracio.
Okay.
That's why his music. That's why I consider him my favorite artist.
You found yourself in his music.
There it is.
If you already found yourself when you're 30, what else can you find in music that comes out?
There it is.
You already know everything. Nothing's going to hit anymore because you already know what everything is.
I like how I was doing this fake podcast rant. That's the best podcast rant I've ever heard. And it was only 1 second.
Thank you.
So, we're wrong.
No.
That's our takeaway.
I'm not wrong.
You're wrong.
I'm just realistic.
No, you're wrong.
No.
Yeah.
I think you can get in the right headspace if you're like alone in your room. You just got to like, it's like a little meditation sort of like,
Yeah.
I will enjoy this. This is like happy, exciting music.
Yes.
But if you're like going in, like, I'm going to analyze the beats per minute on this Migos album and I'm going to see how good it is lyrically and like get a job, loser.
Yep.
And
Wait, is that you though?
No, I'm not a loser.
Okay.
Just rethinking my life.
You're like, wait, I have been doing that all this time.
It is to a degree, but
It's both of us.
you
It's
shut
both.
up. I'm talking. It is to a degree, but I also don't want to listen to a lot of this music. Like, I don't care about Dirk that much. Only if it's Drake featuring Dirk or Baby. I kind of like Lil Baby, but whenever I listen to his album, it kind of sounds very similar.
Yeah.
So I just pick out like the hits, but even those are like the best-ish. But that's like the state of rap sort of thing. But there are albums I'm excited for, like Drake album, of course. I'm kind of excited for Migos because I've always liked Migos.
Right.
I think I'll go in with a decent headspace with that.
Yeah.
And it has pretty good features besides Juice WRLD, which feels kind of messed up at this point.
That is weird. Who's other features?
I don't know.
What's her name? Cardi B, Drake.
Juice. They're all like mainstream big
Yeah.
hitters.
Yep.
Decent. Good.
Not too
ones.
many too. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you for not putting Gucci Man.
Excuse me? You don't want him there?
Do you say Gucci Man or Gucci Mane?
I don't. I say WAP.
People, that's why we're brothers. Put some respect on our name, okay? Thank you very
Yes.
much. Next.
I don't know where I was going. I think I'm.
Features.
I think just next album.
What's the next one?
I saw Doja Cat.
Wait, are you a Doja Cat fan?
She has good features on there. I don't remember them, but I was like, oh, interesting.
I mean, Doja Cat.
Weekend. Got another Weekend song, I think. That's kind of ooh.
I need to listen to Doja Cat. That's something I haven't really partaked in.
She's a hit maker.
She is a hit maker. I've heard some of the songs and I've liked them.
Yeah.
I don't know why I have this instant hate. Shouldn't do that.
Sexism, perhaps.
No. It's more so like the surrounding things I've heard about her.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's a little kooky.
Yeah. But we need that.
Yeah.
What else?
I think Megan Thee Stallion.
I hate Megan Thee Stallion.
You're
Like I literally hate her.
Sexist?
No, it's it could be actually because it's too raunchy for me.
So you're old.
Kind of old.
It's a reflection on society. If they got to be this raunchy to stay relevant.
I like Cardi B.
I know. I think they're similar, raunchy. I think Cardi B's a little more like, all right.
Yeah, that's. There's something about so raunchy that it's just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
makes you like become more of a woman.
She's
Like when the raunchier it is, the more feminine I become.
So you're scared to be a woman? That's deep.
Is that what it means?
I don't know. I think it's just like off-putting. It says something about you, but I don't know what it says.
Go talk to the therapist.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care.
So Megan Thee Stallion, you ready?
Sure. Her last album was kind of ugly. Like, ugly cover, first of all. And then the songs were like, all right.
We'll talk about that later. No, we'll talk about it right now. If you have a bad album cover, lose my phone number.
Oh. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just throws me so off.
And it's not hard.
It is. I mean, it's not hard to make an okay one.
Yeah.
It's harder to make a horrible one.
And she did it.
A lot of people do it.
Yep.
Like Lil Durk and Lil Baby's album cover is just
Like them holding money, like gray background. That's like a ripped cover.
Can you not? Can you care less? Is there a way to care less about your look? You want to make less money? Do that.
I think they just don't know. Like how important it is. Or like they see that and like, oh, that's interesting. But they don't have like that eye of like, that looks good. It's just interesting.
What's the best recent album cover? Not best album.
Cover. I'll name some albums.
That's sort of hard because there has been too many.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if nothing stands out, maybe there's nothing.
That's true.
So.
I just wanted that awkward silence.
Okay.
Quickly, let's do something we haven't done on this podcast. Let's do a section called Cop or Nah.
I will say not.
Easy and Gap.
So far.
Wait. They finally came out with, or they're finally coming out with their first piece of clothing. And it's I think the best way to describe it is a puffer jacket. You can see it right here, hopefully. If not, look it up online. For all those viewers out there. So Cop or Nah, Ivan, the new Yeezy X Gap jacket.
No.
I'll cop.
You wear it though?
It was cheaper because it cost $200.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought they were gonna be like a cheap clothing line.
I think they will, but for now it's gonna be expensive.
I guess all puffer jackets are kind of expensive.
Not Old Navy ones. Old Navy one costs like $60, $40. And it is sort of like a different look, style. I do like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I do like all the Yeezys, even the butt ugly ones.
It's like a pug, adorably ugly.
Yes. I like the slides. I like the alien shoes. I like and I like the is it casual? Is casual look? The cozy boy aesthetic.
Okay, yeah.
I love that. What is your opinion on cozy boy?
Just the style.
Yeah.
Like it.
So, are you gonna be a copper of Yeezy and Gap if it's a little less crazy?
If
Like,
it's less crazy,
is the jacket crazy for you?
Yeah.
It's too crazy.
It's too blue. It's too, like, it looks like a pool floaty.
It's something out of Fifth Element.
Yeah, it's just too much. Like, I'm not a flashy dresser. Even like colorful shoes are a little too much for me.
Yes.
Like I wouldn't like a shirt. It would have to be earthy colored, a little natural.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're earth tone.
Like I wouldn't wear that. I would never wear that ugly thing.
We should have put that on the earlier segment. Okay, keep going.
It's just I don't like bright in general.
We're different.
Yeah.
So you're earth tone.
Yeah.
Faded almost.
Yeah. Faded. I like faded a lot.
So you like Fear of God almost. Like
But I wouldn't buy that. It's too expensive. It's like unrealistically expensive for like what it is.
yeah. I was watching a video of like a guy ripping shoes in half.
Mm-hmm.
He's was a person that works on shoes. I forget what they're called.
Oh, cobbler?
Yeah. He's one of those, and he cuts in half common projects. Have you seen those?
Uh-huh.
They're like simple leather shoes.
Well-made leather shoes.
And he cuts in half grates. Have you seen those? They're basically exactly the same.
Cheaper?
In the way they look, but $200 cheaper.
Okay.
And then he's like, they're the same shoe.
Really?
Yep.
That's disappointing.
That they're upcharging $200 extra.
I think
like,
at a point it was like premium, like the product. But since they're so mainstream and like popular,
Could be.
they're like, why not? Let's just get ugly, dumb cow leather and put it on there.
Well, they said it's good, but not $400 good.
Okay.
Where
So-
Greats is $180,
Mhm.
and they're like, this is good and it's a good price. They're only making $80 profit per shoe,
Mhm.
but Common Projects is making $200 profit or $300 profit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I would only get Common Projects if it was like super discounted and like I've been waiting for it for a while. But you can't beat like $200 cheaper. I don't think it's ever been that cheaper. Or if it has, it's like sold out or like barely your size or like a million things.
So the consensus is don't spend on something $200 overpriced. What if you're rich though? Would you buy, if it's your style, would you buy a Gucci shirt that costs $1,000? Because you know it's like, okay, let me just say this. It costs $1,000, but it probably costs $200 to make because like the material and it's gonna last for a long time. But they are making $800 profit. Are you buying the $1,000 shirt because you have the money to buy it?
Can I answer?
Let me just say. All right, go ahead.
If I had to, I would have to be insanely rich. Like, I don't even know how many millions I'd need in the bank, but enough where I could like literally buy it as easily as like a $20 shirt, whatever like the math is on that, you know?
Right. Yes, I know what you mean. So you'd have to be millionaire like 20 times over.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would, but it would have to be my style, and if the quality was there, sure. But
And also,
Oh.
you're only buying the shirt like you buy shirts that are $20 every year.
Okay.
This shirt
Only one.
once every 5 years.
I still.
You're gonna rock it all.
Because
the
honestly,
time.
I expect the $20 shirt to last 5 years, even if it's unrealistic. I don't think about like.
Yeah. But you should.
Shut up.
Okay, so cup or nah? It's a nah.
No. So far.
Did you buy the stock?
No.
Why not?
Did it go up?
I think it's the same. It might be going up now. I don't know. I'll make my money a different way.
I have plans.
All right, Ivan, that's it for things and such. It was a long things. Actually, there's more. Let me just say.
Hit me with the highlights. Do or like rapid fire. I'll give you my hot take.
Bourdain documentary.
Okay. I mean,
Are you gonna
that's
watch
more
it?
you.
No?
No. I was never like.
A Bourdain guy?
Yeah.
I am. I'm gonna watch it.
I know you are.
I'm excited. Loki came out today.
Yeah. I didn't know, but I'll watch it.
I watched it.
And first episode, setting up.
So far, so good.
Okay.
I mean, first episodes are always just like, all right, I'm in.
Yeah.
But so far, so good.
Okay.
Owen Wilson? Kidding me?
He's in there.
Or is Luke Wilson? Are you kidding me?
So is Owen
Luke.
with the nose.
Yeah. That's
Owen.
Owen Wilson? Are you kidding me?
Jeez.
Him in a Disney show?
Yeah.
There's a cool twist at the end of the first
Come on.
episode, too.
That's a spoiler.
All right. Adrian Eufracio and his beautiful wife, Tanya, went to go watch Cruella in theaters. So the music's hidden
Mm-hmm.
for Cruella, and Emma Stone is obviously Emma Stone doing her damn thing. She owns the Cruella role.
Okay.
And I noticed something which I didn't notice before, as far as like the Disney universe with their characters. So they've been remaking movies, right? Like
Mhm.
Lion King and all that kind of stuff. But now with this movie, it's the second time they grab the villain and they make her like an anti-hero.
Okay.
They did it with Maleficent, and that made gangbusters. Obviously, they made a sequel. But it's interesting, that approach, right?
Humanize them.
Humanize them.
I think that's good.
And it's another way for them to make a boatload of money.
Uh-huh.
Like, let's take Ursula from Little Mermaid and make her, like, actually kind of good.
That'd be funny. Like I was thinking Lizzo player. Does that mean?
That is pretty good. And then another great one, which I don't think they're going to do, but Jafar from Aladdin.
Uh-huh.
Like, he seems like an awesome guy to make a movie out of.
Who would play him? The Rock? Leo?
He's too buffed.
They'd probably have to get an Arabic guy, right?
Yeah.
Or is that where he's from?
Aziz.
He's too small.
Perfect.
Maybe he's like Aziz at the start, and then he like
But
bulks
Aziz is
up.
like old.
I don't know.
Unless Aziz gets yoked.
Aziz looks like the monkey from Aladdin. Is that racist?
That was kind of racist.
I just meant like the little how he moves. He's like a little,
Okay, yeah. He
Not-
does have like little man vibes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get.
No,
canceled.
you won't. You won't get canceled.
If they see the context, they'll know. Like
It's all about context, people. The context is that Aziz is like a monkey because of the way he acts, not because of the way he looks.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
See? If you get canceled, I get canceled too. Because I said it
Thanks.
more blatantly. But yeah, I encourage you to watch it. But understand that I watch it in theaters.
Okay.
So theaters makes a difference.
How many? Is there a lot of people in the theater?
Um,
Still 6 feet, or
they were separated and there was plenty of people.
I want to go back to the movies when it's just normal. I don't want to. I want to be a fat guy here, a fatter guy on this side watching Avengers 5.
Yeah.
I want that kind of feeling again.
All right. You can even smell their cologne or their
Like, ooh.
musk.
Sour cream, tasty.
Like that fat, the sweat neck
I go
fat.
like- And it's like sludge.
Oh,
I go,
yes. Oh.
Bon appetit.
Like, this is what COVID did to me.
This is what
I
I've been
crave
missing all my
this.
life.
Oh. Woo. All right, people. Take that. Well, me and my beautiful wife, we're going to go clubbing soon.
Okay. It's like 15th, right? Everything goes back?
Yes. We're going to go the 18th. I don't think they're going to have masks.
I feel like without the mask, everything should be back to normal. Otherwise, why even?
Well, the hilarious thing is they're going to do like, do you have COVID? Yes or no? Yes. All right, come on in. Because there's no passports. There's no COVID passport or vaccine passport.
Card.
But you don't have to show it.
Yeah, true. You can wear like a lanyard.
Like Logan Paul did with the Charizard thing when he walked into the fight.
I didn't know that.
He wore a Charizard Pokemon card.
That's weird. Oh, isn't he like a Pokemon nerd?
Yeah, no. He's not a Pokemon nerd. He's a money guy.
What?
Like all these guys like, "Oh, buy crypto." You're not a crypto guy. You're just making money.
Yeah. He's not a real Pokemoner.
No. You think he actually traded a Pokemon in his life?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Ivan, let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back to talk about the movie we're here to talk about. Hello, everyone. We're taking this quick commercial break to let you know about our sponsor.
I hate this. We sold out already.
Oh, yeah. This podcast is brought to you by
Squared Space.
Imagine. I think I can do that technically and put like a promo code. Like have myself sign up.
Yeah.
Referral guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, this podcast is brought to you by Eufracio Records. I like that response. Keep it in. Keep it in your soul. Don't let it go.
Go on.
Let's cut to the chase. Do you want to make big bucks and drive Bentleys? I know I do. Do you want diamond chains with VVS's and Instagram models?
I know I do.
If you're an artist who can't find a musical direction or in need of a blueprint, a map, Ivan, a map, then Eufracio Records is the company for you. Started by two brothers who know the path to success, Eufracio Records takes your simple, dumb, but good-for-nothing, half-witted Garbaggio musical ambitions and boosts them into overdrive.
Side note, you need talent first. And we'll know if you have that. If you don't, kick your batootie out of here.
Shall we give them a live example, Ivan?
What? What? Ever heard of Drake?
No.
Oh.
Let's go lower. Take Lil Pump.
Okay.
Lil Pump, he starts off with his hot Gucci Gang song. He thinks he's the shiznit. Quickly fizzles out due to the lack of guidance from musical connoisseurs like Adrian and Ivan.
What would we have done?
I'll tell you what we've done. Right after releasing his debut album, Eufracio Records would give him a complete makeover.
Suit and tie? Take off the hair?
We could. Instead
of
being a Gucci Gang singing rainbow hair rocking escrite ad libber, he would transition into the voice of the younger generation by going on daytime TV. Hear us out. Forget Ellen DeGeneres. Insert Lil Pump. With his fandom at an all-time high, keep in mind, he just released Gucci Gang, right? Fandom at an all-time high, it would be a perfect transition into TV where he will carry his fan base and begin selling his own line of kitchen and household items. So he's on daytime TV, okay? Imagine this. Daytime TV, he has guests. He's a little bit more proper, but he's still goofy looking, you know? And his advertisements are pitching his household items, kitchenware. He's selling skillets with his little face on him, you know? The company's called Pump.
Okay.
Pump Incorporated. Table settings. Lil Pump's face on it. Gangbusters, man. Of course, all the products come in the color of rainbow, you know, to match Pump's aesthetic.
Mm-hmm. Let's
Event-
get it.
Guys, we're not playing around here. Eventually, he can transition into a marijuana line, of course, because they all do. And into the future, the future would be endless, obviously. Instead, he went a different route. He went to a rally for Donald Trump. It was called by the Orange Man, Lil Pimp, Ivan. The Orange Man called him Lil Pimp.
A grimy little pimp.
Don't make the same mistake a lot of these artists are making. Sign with the Eufracio Records today, and you'll get a discount of 50% off your royalties.
Okay.
Let me say that one more time.
Whatever that is.
If you sign up with Eufracio Records today,
Mm-hmm.
you get 50% off the money you make from your own music. Oh, damn.
You make 50% less if you work with us.
I try to say it with the straight face. Make sure to use our code Peliculas at checkout. Like that?
I guess. I don't know. It's like we had this, but this isn't really for artists. This is for like people who want to make money.
No, it is for artists.
Kitchen? Where?
Look, this is what it is. If you're a rapper who does the same thing, Lil Durk, we grab you, we turn you around, we kick your patootie, and we put you on the path of success.
Okay.
Eufracio Records, we overhaul artists. We're like the complete what's the makeover show?
Complete home makeover.
Of the rap game.
Okay. So kitchenware for Lil Pump.
Because there's nowhere else for him to go.
I was thinking he had his own little talk show, kind of like Eric Andre.
Yeah.
And it's like, but he's like in a suit or whatever, like, and everything looks official, like everything, but he looks out of place.
Uh-huh.
And he like seriously interviews like Oprah or like Barack Obama or stuff like that.
Right.
That's what I thought you were gonna go.
He does that too.
I just don't.
I just didn't explain that part. I was just saying that his daytime show is going to be so popular, he starts piggybacking his new brand. Yeah. Almost like Megan, the girl that married
Markle?
John Legend.
Oh. Chrissy Teigen?
Yeah. Like she became popular for no good reason, and she started selling houseware items. That's Lil Pump's future.
All right.
Ivan, let's get into this. What's the movie we're talking about today?
The Other Guys.
The Other Guys, Ivan. The Other Guys. Top 10 movies of 2010. When The Other Guys came out, the year 2010. Ready? Tangled.
Next.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Next.
I want to watch those, though. They say it's good.
Yep.
Shrek Forever After.
You know why I don't like How to Train Your Dragon? I don't like the voice actor for the main guy.
Who is he?
Jay Baruchel or something like that.
Who's that?
I just don't like his voice.
Oh. That is a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
Throws you off.
Yeah.
It's like the first time I watched Toy Story in English. I'm like, who's this Tom Hanks fella? It's supposed to be a guy. Hey, Woody!
That almost feels racist, but it's not.
It's not, guys. Check it. It's a fact. Number 7, Despicable Me.
Damn. A lot of animated movies.
I know, right? 6, Inception. 5, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Wow.
4, The Twilight Saga Eclipse. 3, Iron Man 2. 2, Alice in Wonderland. And at 1, we have Toy Story 3. Continuing the
Jeez. It was like
animated movie.
Kids year.
Kids year, right? That's weird, huh? Didn't notice that until you said it. The premise of The Other Guys. 2 New York cops, Alan and Terry, are the butt of jokes at their police department. One for being a naive goody two-shoes, and the other for shooting Derek Jeter during the World Series. That's a horrible mistake. When the star cops of the department perish in a tragic jumping attempt, Terry and Alan attempt to become the new hotshot cops in their place. With the cast of Will Ferrell as Detective Alan Gator Gamble, Mark Wahlberg as Detective Terry Hoyts, and Eva Mendes in this movie as Sheila, Michael Keaton as Captain Gene, Steve Coogan as Sir David Ershon, Samuel L. Jackson as Detective Highsmith, The Rock as Detective Danson, Rob Riggle as Detective Martin, Damon Wayans Jr., shout out to Wayans family, as Detective Fuss. Ivan?
Yo.
When was the first time you watched this damn movie?
With you
Really?
and Hans.
Oh my god. I have the worst memory, man. It's really annoying.
I don't know. I think this is just like a fluke,
No.
permanent memory.
No. A lot of things I don't remember.
I mean, I don't remember a lot of things, but if I remember them, they don't matter.
I don't know if you ever said something more true in your life.
Mm.
Do you remember laughing out loud at the theater?
Yeah. No, it was in the living room we watched this.
Oh god. See? It gets worse and worse, the memory. I don't remember watching that. I wonder if that was my first time watching it. When was this?
At night.
That's memory for you.
I don't know. A while back.
Watching it now. When was the last time you watched it before this time?
Probably a year ago, maybe half a year.
It's been a long time for me.
You're missing out.
Yeah, because I was expecting like a very good movie, obviously, but not this. Like, I wasn't expecting to laugh out loud that much.
Mm-hmm.
Unexpectedly too. At random times, I was like, "Oh, I forgot that line," and that's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
How about I what?
How about you get the hell out of this house?
Jeez.
Watching it now, how'd you feel?
I mean, I remembered a lot of the lines, but still funny, still golden, each one.
Okay,
Still
we'll get into all the little jokes.
Yeah.
2 years after Step Brothers, Ivan. So the McKay's hit after hit after hit, 2 years apart, all of his movies. Will Ferrell continuing his run. Yeah, they keep doing their thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, is there anything that grabs you as like a McKay-ism? Like, this is McKay.
I mean, I'd have to watch more, but his is like just little random, like weird things. Like, there's one scene, like, they're in the ballet studio, like, and Will Ferrell says, I think we all experienced the ballet of emotions. And he just, like, all of the lines are somewhat similar to that, where it's kind of like poetic in a way, but like,
Yes.
to a funny degree.
Right.
Like, they don't say it exactly as a normal person would say it.
Isn't it like being ironic?
Yeah, I guess.
Like saying something so like really truthfully, but it's trying to be funny.
Yeah. Like in Step Brothers, there was a scene where Dale said to Will Ferrell, I don't remember their names.
Oh.
Like, oh, you sing beautifully. And then Will Ferrell's like, they call me the songbird of my generation.
Right.
And like in itself, that's like kind of a pretty phrase.
Yeah.
But like, I don't even know how to explain like the humor in that, but
Right.
it's just funny.
The humor is that in the context, if you take a step back and look at the context, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because these guys are dummy dum-dums.
Yeah. Make idiot faces.
For me, it's hard because I can't tell what's a McKayism because Will Ferrell's in all the movies.
True.
So I can't distinguish between, is this a Will Ferrell-ism or a McKayism?
All right. Guess we'll see.
I'm excited for the next movies because I haven't seen any movie of his that weren't a Ferrell movie.
Well, I think the next one's Anchorman. So.
Oh, yeah. So the one's after Anchorman, right?
Yeah.
So there's that. I think this premise is obviously sort of simple, but it's genius. And it's also genius in the way it starts. Because it starts with like, I think we've all seen a buddy cop film. We've all seen a buddy cop film where the buddy cops sort of suck at their job. But we haven't seen like being introduced to them where there's 2-star cops and they're getting all the praise. It's a parody of those kind of cops, of like
yeah,
the guys that can do no wrong and blow up buildings.
And they say like all the corny one-liners that
Yes.
like you've heard a million times.
Yep.
It's good.
So I love that premise of introducing the star cops and then introducing the losers over there sitting
Mhm.
on the corner. I love that. Mark Wahlberg, Ivan. He's an interesting guy.
Yeah.
What's your relationship to this man?
Where do I start?
In the beginning, where did all things start?
I don't know. I don't have too strong opinions on him. I think he was like perfect in this, but he also like kind of plays it straight. He's a straight man. Got to play the part straight.
He doesn't play that straight though. He's like a very mad character.
Yeah, but he's not like goofy like Will Ferrell.
Right.
Like where everything he says is like, this guy's a little jokester. He's a little goofy goof McGee. But Mark, he's like serious with what he says, but it's just like so serious it's funny.
That's true. He has a crazy like. It's almost like fake his career.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about it? How he started?
What Boogie Nights, or before that?
Before that.
He was Marky Mark.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
So his older brother is part of the group New Kids on the Block, big boy band from the 80s, basically NSYNC, before NSYNC.
Mm-hmm.
Then he comes out as a rapper, song called Good Vibrations. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Yeah.
It's just a good vibrations.
Perfect.
You all know it, see? I don't have to sing it.
Yeah.
But this man was a wild boy.
Mm-hmm.
15 years old, he does this. He yells slurs at black children, chasing them, calling them words.
We all been there.
Got him. 17-year-old Marky Mark knocks out a Vietnamese man with like a stick.
Mm-hmm.
Gets arrested for that. He gets charged for attempted murder for that part, but he just gets a felony assault.
Okay.
So he's a felon.
Yeah.
22-year-old, he attacks his neighbor, a black man.
Anger issues.
This guy has anger issues.
Yep.
He had a coke issue as well that he said he dropped. He's a big religious guy. He's like a Chris Pratt kind of guy.
Wow. Wouldn't know.
But then he comes out and he sort of reinvents himself, becomes an actor.
Uh-huh.
Ivan, you mentioned Boogie Nights. He started earlier than that in 1995. The Basketball Diaries with our Lord and Savior Leo.
Decap.
Then he has a bunch of movies. Can I just name a few of them?
Yeah.
Three Kings, The Perfect Storm, Planet of the Apes, The Italian Job, Four Brothers, Invincible, The Departed, Shooter, Max Payne, Date Night, the other guys. And then that's sort of when he breaks out. Ted.
Transformers.
Transformers comes later, yup. And then now he's just a billionaire, basically.
Yep.
Daddy's Home with Will Ferrell. Have you ever seen those movies? They're pretty funny, but they're not up to par. But
Yeah.
they do their job. But he has hits, obviously. Quick, what's your opinion on Ted?
Kind of overhyped when I saw it. Like I thought it was gonna be gut busting. But it was just like kind of funny at parts. Like I went into it with too high expectations.
I went into it with no expectations, and I loved it. But I never saw Ted 2, so I'm glad I didn't see that
Didn't
either.
see that.
But yeah, Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, their dynamic duo. What do you think about it? Is it as good as Ferrell and
John C. Reilly.
what do you think?
I think John C. Reilly and Ferrell were more powerful, but this one has a better overall cast.
Yes. The cast. That was my next topic.
Hits. Michael Keaton. Are you insane?
Are you stupid?
Are you?
Eva Mendes. In like basically like a throwaway role
Yeah.
but she does it. The Rock, before he's like The Rock.
Yeah.
Actually, it's The Rock before he's Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson.
Basically, he's like, there's this thing in soccer called a super sub, where he's like too good to be in the bench, but he's in the bench because the starting player is a little bit better than him. So when he comes in, they call him the super sub, just like the all-star.
So he's like the best, worst guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's a bad way of saying it, but yes, in essence, yes.
Yeah.
And Samuel L. Jackson is just a super sub right now. He's just coming in, comes in for 10 minutes, and he's out. Peace.
Yep.
I mean, The Rock's pretty good, too. Obviously, he doesn't have as much energy and even clout at this time, but...
I think The Rock is more there just to be there. Like, that's The Rock. Like, what the hell?
It's hilarious to see him.
Yeah.
It adds enough hilarity just to see The Rock in this movie.
Yep.
But yeah, man. And then the other guys that are in this, like Rob Riggle, there's a guy from that, I forgot his name, and I don't have it here, but Damon Wayans Jr., they're all hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ. Let's talk about The Rock for just a quick second. I'm sure we'll talk about him more in other episodes later down the road, but I remember when he said he was going to be an actor, and his first movie was The Scorpion King. Actually, his first movie was Mummy 2 or something. And I went to watch Mummy 2, and he just came out like as a CGI guy.
Yeah.
He didn't even talk, you know? I was like, that's it? But I was so hyped because I watched wrestling, and I'm like, The Rock?
Yeah.
He's going to be an actor?
Yeah.
That'd be like if Kobe became an actor, too. I'll be like, I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
Man, what a time. And who knew, like, it would take probably like 12 years for it to actually work out better for him.
And boy, did it.
And also, who knew that I actually probably don't like him as an actor as much as a wrestler.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Yeah. I mean, he just needed, I don't know if he can, but some lessons or just like hone in on the skill. Because he's just like The Rock. Because we got Dave Bautista over here, who's talent in a bottle. Pure magic.
Pure magic. Dave Bautista is good because the people that hire him use him differently.
Yeah.
They don't use him like they would. They don't typecast him.
Yeah. But I think he works hard at making sure he isn't typecasted.
Yeah, that too.
Because Rock is just like literally movie star typecast, where Dave Bautista's like, no, I can't do that because The Rock's already that.
Yeah.
And he can't be another. He wants to be different.
And he is different. He's kind of weird looking.
Yeah. Different.
We love you, Dave Bautista. If you ever want to hop up on the show,
you know what? He would too, because he's like a cool guy, I think.
He's one of those guys, huh?
Yeah.
Like, if he sees this somehow, he'll call us.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna make these losers' day.
He would. Oh, Dave Bautista, we love you, man. Hit us up.
Hey, don't beg. Be cool.
Relax.
He's not actually gonna watch this.
All right. Is your relax. Okay.
You got really hyped for Bautista coming on the show.
Man, me and Bautista I feel like we'll be good friends. I'm that guy, you know? I'm that weird guy that like thinks he's friends with everyone, but no one really likes him.
It's all in your head.
Yep. It's all in my head. There's a couple things that are interesting about this movie. I wouldn't call this Mckayism, but it would be, I think he might have invented it. I don't know where I've seen it before this. The still frame scene.
Where the I'm be.
Wait for that. So there's a scene in this movie where basically everything's still, like, it's a photo, right? Mm-hmm. But the camera's moving, so it's like a 3D photo.
Mm-hmm.
And they're panning to different parts in a bar where Ferrell and Marky Wahlberg are doing different things, going crazy at a bar. And it's a very cool shot.
Yeah.
I love the shot. But
It was
I don't
satisfying.
satisfying, and I don't remember seeing that before.
I don't know.
I'm sure it probably happened before, but it was cool to see it. It's not necessarily, maybe Mckay invented that. That'd be pretty cool. As like a little throwaway thing to do.
Yeah.
Ivan,
Huh.
can we talk a second about Black Eyed Peas?
Yeah.
Your favorite group of all time?
In a way.
I love how it's like, in a way, it actually is. Ivan, let me educate the people.
What are you gonna tell them?
Let me just educate them.
Oh my god! I bought one album, and you're like, "This guy's a Black Eyed Peas freak."
He wears gloves without, what is it, fingertips?
Fingerless gloves.
Fingerless gloves, and he listens to Black Eyed Peas. That's Ivan.
Just in my room. I'm a bee.
I think you made it worse than I was actually gonna say it, but
You hyped it like
I
I was
know.
like the biggest fan ever.
It's because it's funny to think of like our younger selves. I think that's like a comedic thing in itself. Like anyone younger version being a fan of something really intensely, even not intensely, even just like as a leisurely fan
Yeah.
is funny.
Yeah.
Like Adrian, 10 years old. What's your favorite thing to do? I love watching the Lakers. That's hilarious, I think.
I mean, you're still like that.
Yeah, maybe it's not as funny as if you're still into the thing, but thinking of Ivan as not an avid fan, of course, but he was like, yeah, I like the Black Eyed Peas. I have their
Loser.
But it's funny because that's like your first real introduction into music.
Besides dubstep.
Oh man, this is just the hits keep on coming.
I'm proud of my music history.
What's your favorite Black Eyed Peas song? Was that the first album that you listened to? Monkey Business?
That wasn't even Monkey Business.
Yeah, that was Monkey Business. Oh.
Maybe? That was like the end or the beginning or something. I think
Honestly,
that was the end.
Black Eyed Peas is a weird group, man.
Yeah, there's not really anything else like it.
No. And they started like a jazz hip hop.
Mhm.
And they're like, we can't make any money this way. Let's
Yeah.
go full electro.
Boy, did they.
Then they get Fergie. They're like, who's this girl? I don't know. Put her on. She has a crazy voice.
Mm-hmm.
And then they pop with a Justin Timberlake feature. Then they go full electro. will.i.am. What a name. William. He's just a weird guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was like that weird nerd
Mm-hmm.
that like always try to be cool.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, forget this guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll show you.
And he did.
And he did.
Yeah.
And then he had like weird friends that he just carried over, but like he didn't really like them. He's like, oh, okay, I got it. will.i.am is Anthony Michael Hall.
Who the heck is that? Oh, okay. Yeah.
From
Yeah.
16 Candles.
Okay.
Like he hates all his nerdy friends, but those are his friends because that's his tier. That's his
Mhm.
class system.
Yeah.
But he's always trying to be cool. There it is. will.i.am is Anthony Michael Hall.
Okay.
Black Eyed Peas. When did you stop listening to them?
Never did.
There it is, people. You heard it here first.
I think like every half year, I'm like, oh, I remember this. And then just go through like their hits.
They have
Like-
hits though. That's the thing. You can't deny
They're
it.
like the juiciest hits to ever hit.
Man, I know I'm forgetting like 5 songs right now, but like there's so many songs. What's one song from like from like This Is End? I got a feeling.
That's still like undisputed heavyweight classic winner of the
Jesus.
2010s or whatever.
You want some sugar in your mouth? Listen to that.
Yeah, that was a disgusting hit.
Couldn't turn on the radio without hearing that.
Good.
What else?
What's the one? I have the time of my life. I don't know. Yeah.
And they remixed it, right?
Dirty Bit.
Dirty Bit. Oh man,
It's like
you
the
just-
remix. It's
you
like
just,
yeah.
you just flashed me back. I was like,
like
ugh.
Ratatouille when he eats the little food.
Yes.
And he-
So weird, man. Life's so weird.
A little bit.
Ivan, let's move
Meet
on.
me halfway.
Meet me halfway. With you. Hey now. Peliculas with the bros. It's like when Will Ferrell's put the pedal to the metal.
Oh, America.
America. We'll be right back after a short break. Is this movie a template? I shouldn't say that.
Yes.
Is this movie, without this movie, would we have 21 Jump Street?
No.
Thank you very much. You heard it here first. This movie does 21 Jump Street before 21 Jump Street.
Yeah. I want to rewatch those.
Me too.
Forgot about them.
I forgot about but I remember when I watched it in theaters and I laughed so freaking hard.
It's a good movie.
It was so funny. So unexpected hilarity too.
Yeah.
Like this movie. There's so many similarities, action, comedy.
It's the evolution, not 21 Jump Street. Well, yes, that, but other guys with combining serious and comedy, where it's like literally half comedy, half serious. Before it was like all comedy.
Like Rush Hour. Like this is a better Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Or is Rush... No, I can't say that. Rush Hour is just as good, right? It's just from a different time?
It's less comedy though, but it's like, I'd say 25% comedy and then 75% serious.
I'll say 50-50.
Then what's other guys? Has to be more.
Yeah, it's like
75.
85-15.
Okay, I'll take that.
Even though there is a lot of action, but the
yeah.
action is for comedic purposes almost.
Yeah.
Where the action in Rush Hour is for action purposes.
Yeah.
But it's funny to see that evolution because, yeah, I think they sort of figured something out where it's like, let's go more comedy than action.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see if we can still be successful. And they did. Because Mark Wahlberg could have played it like Jackie Chan and just been like more straight and less ironic.
Yeah.
But they fully parodized it.
It's like a serious movie, like
What
between
is?
the lines. This other guys. Like
Yeah.
the topic and what happens. Like you could play this as like a cop drama.
Yeah.
And win Oscars. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Because the plot's cool. But comedy.
I'll take it.
You don't win for comedy.
What?
You don't win anything for being
You should.
funny. Yeah.
I mean, we'll talk about it when we get to the rankings, but this movie knocks all the top 10. I mean, is this movie better than Inception?
Jeez. That's like a sentence no one's ever said before. For me, yeah.
Then why don't people say that?
Because everyone's embarrassed to have comedy movies in their favorite.
People are stupid pants McGee fart
You don't
faces, diarrhea in their poopy buttholes. I do find the end credits fascinating. Because it's like his hint of what he likes. And it seems sort of random. But it's not random because... So the end credits are showing what happened in the financial crisis of 2008. And that sort of seems random in the context of the movie because the movie doesn't really have to do anything with the financial crisis. True. There is a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
But it is also, it makes sense in that time because it's like people just went through it.
Uh-huh.
So us watching it today is like, why are you even talking about this?
Mm-hmm.
But it makes sense if you know the context of history and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it was jarring. I'm like, oh, this guy is like giving us an outright hint. Maybe not a hint to him either.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's like, I'm gonna keep making comedy movies.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's like, this impacted me somehow.
Yeah. He probably saw that and was like, I need to tell the story about this.
Yeah, I can't just be a fart man.
Yeah.
I need to be a serious guy.
Yeah.
That is weird though. Like, have you ever had that where it's like, I need to, maybe not like I need to do more with my life, but I need to help?
I mean, this isn't this with movies or what?
No.
I was gonna say
Your life.
the end of Black Klansman is kind of similar to this, even though it's more like directly correlated.
Yeah.
In my life, every day.
There it is.
Every day.
I went to the hospital recently.
Okay.
I'll say 3 months ago. And it was like a health scare. I'll just say that.
Okay.
You know what it is, right? Just kidding. I'll tell you later. You know what it is.
Okay.
And I was looking around in the emergency room, and I saw old people hurting, you know, people suffering. I was looking outside, and I saw this one guy was like breaking down crying. I'm like, I need to do more with my life. Like, literally, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Like, I need to do something that helps people. Because there's people suffering. I'm like, and I saw it firsthand, right? And like, just like, geez, I'm like good for nothing.
I'm kind of the same, but like, mine's, if I see, just for people who are like annoying or like bad people, I'm like, you could be better in a way. And like people who are obviously messing up their lives. I'm not saying like I've perfected my life to a T, but when I see like people are like just choosing the wrong things and they don't even know, it's like
you already have that in your head that
like, yeah,
there's more to life. There's people suffering and you're doing this.
Yeah.
So you have that actively awareness.
Yeah.
I tend to lose that sometimes. Because, like, everything, like, you get caught up in your life and you're like, me.
Well, like at work the other day, like a lady, like I didn't provide service well enough. Like I was backed up.
One of those.
And then she like complained to a coworker's like, oh, she wants to talk to the manager. I'm like, what did I do? Because I gave her everything she really needed, like the food.
Yeah.
Which is what really mattered. But I could have been there more.
Uh-huh.
But I was also backed up.
Uh-huh.
I was like, what does she want? And then they're like, I don't know. She just is mad. But I didn't talk to her. I was like, how are you this mad?
Yeah.
Not even it's just like not up to your standards. And that's like her mad at something else. Like she's obviously mad at something else to be this mad at me. Because like I had other guests who were like had similar service, not so good. They were mad, and I like talked to them and like sorry about whatever.
And they understanding is a key.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But this lady was just like mad, overly mad for no reason.
Yeah.
Like people are like that. I'm like, I want to fix you. 'Cause you're an idiot, mean face, McGee, ugly. I hate your life. Shut up.
Shut up. Just shut up, okay?
Yeah. It's just like people who are mad for no reason.
Yeah, I know.
That's when I'm like, people need to be fixed because you can't be mad for no reason.
You can be mad. Yeah. You can't be mad. You can't be mad for no reason.
But you can't. I really don't think there should be any reason anyone should be mad unless it's like dire,
Yeah.
horrible things.
Yeah.
You're in a restaurant.
You're eating food. You're
Your food,
yeah. Yeah.
I should have known it was bad. Like gonna be a bad table when the dude there he ordered a virgin Bloody Mary. Who does that? What's the point? Who drinks tomato juice? It's like this.
And the fact that he's like, "Can I have a virgin Bloody Mary?"
Yeah.
You mean tomato juice, buddy?
Yeah. With a little lime on top. Here's your lime. A whole lime.
A whole lime, yes. A whole lime.
There's your virgin Bloody Mary.
A whole celery stalk, not just a stick.
To mix it.
Goosh. Goosh. Yeah. Oh man. It's funny. I've had when I was waiting, like you can tell oh man. Like a couple comes in, right? And you know that it's gonna be a bad table when the husband or the man is already afraid of what their wife's gonna say.
You can tell like people are so unhappy.
Yeah.
Like, in a relationship or like on the table. You can tell when people are like just generally happy. or when they're just miserable with each other.
Yes.
And it's so sad to see, like, you guys hate each other. If you're married, you have a kid here who's going to hate themselves too.
But maybe it's just that particular moment they hate each other.
I don't know. You're on vacation. Like, if you're not always happy on vacation, I mean, I guess that's two, I should say.
Because I've had times where
Why I oughta.
not like one of us is mad and I don't fake being happy, but I'll be short, but I won't be like mad at the waiter.
But this, I'm saying like overall disposition where they're like, I could see they're all like, their baseline is always like passive aggressiveness towards each other.
Ugh. Yeah, that's gross. And that's real. That's real life.
Yeah.
Like it's real life because you've seen it often enough.
Yeah.
That happens too often.
Those are the people who are like, I'm so sorry for you guys. I feel bad. And that's when I'm like, I gotta do something.
Yeah. It's like I want to hand them my card, even though I'm not a therapist. Like I sort of want to be your therapist right now.
Anyone can see it, which is so sad. And they don't know, or maybe they know and they don't want to do anything.
If I were, just for comedic purposes, I would give them my card. And they're like, "What's this? I'm your therapist now." I'm like, "What do you mean?" "Come to my back office." I take them to, I don't know, the kitchen. Sit them down. I slap them both in their face. Bah, bah. "What are you doing? You're wrong. You're wrong." You know what I mean? Give them a little wake-up call. Throw some water in their face. But
People don't want to change either.
people don't want to change.
They're scared of it. I'm scared of it.
It's because
I'm scared of
there's layers.
it. Yeah. But, I mean,
It's like you're mad at each other. We get that. Peel a layer. Why? It's because he always does this. Peel another layer. Why does he always do that? It's because she always peel another layer. Why? It's because my dad. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like once you get it all the way in the core, mommy issues, daddy issues.
Yeah. But they also got to know, like, the faster you rip that off, the more relief you'll get.
Yeah.
No matter how, like, disgusting
Yeah.
you'll feel. Like, worst case scenario, you kill yourself, but don't do that. As long as you don't do that, then you're going to be good.
Let me just say how I see this panning out. You're going to kill yourself. If you don't stop right now, you're going to kill yourself. Ivan, it's time. I don't know how we got there, but it's time for a section, not like that, for where we talk about, where we give out awards. Award season.
Award season. It's award season.
It's award season.
Okay.
We'll be right back with award season. Ivan, it's time for award season. Let's give out the award for the best moment of the movie.
I already know mine.
Desk pop.
No. It's a good one.
Rob Riggle, Damon Wayans, Detective Martin and Foss. They always berate poor Gator. Well, yeah, Alan's character. Basically because Alan's like a goody two shoes. They're always making fun of him. And then they go up to him and they're like, "Hey, Alan, why don't you just let a desk pop?" "What's a desk pop?" "Oh, just when you shoot your gun in there." "That's not a real thing." It's like, "Yeah, we all do it." It's like, "Okay." They all pull their guns out. "What are you doing, Alan?" I did my first desk pop." That's the perfect way to react to.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know you did something wrong, but you're like, "Hey, guys, I did something
Like,
right."
What's the word? Like, I don't know. Appendix. No. What's that one thing that when you're like super excited, you get like a ton of energy?
Adrenaline.
That's what it is.
Appendix.
Because there's like a adrenal gland. I was thinking like a specific thing.
Yeah.
An appendix is the first thing.
Yeah, Death Pop was... I like Death Pop. It's not my favorite scene, but it's up there.
Yeah. Lay it on them. Oh,
Aim for the bushes?
that's the one.
It's so stupid. It's the scene that I already knew was coming, so
Yeah.
it's like it didn't hit as hard, but I still laughed a lot.
I remember like when I first saw it, and it's like burned into my head
Yeah.
because it was so like This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's okay. So let's describe the scene and we'll break it down. The scene is the rock star cops, Samuel L. Jackson, Dwayne Johnson, playing Highsmith and Danson. They are chasing some burglars.
Yeah, burglars
who jump off a building using like a zip line, and they look at each other. Samuel Jackson looks at the rock and he says, "You thinking what I'm thinking, partner?"
Aim for the bushes.
And they jump off. And you think they're trying to jump into the bushes. There's no bushes. It's a skyscraper. It's in the city.
How they pan it, though. Like, you don't see the bottom first. You just see them jumping.
And the music in the background.
Yeah. Like
there goes my heroes. Watch them, there they go. Or whatever.
And they pan down. They're like, there's nothing there.
And they're just dropping. You're following them real time as they're falling. They hit the cement. Why is this so funny?
Unexpected to like the millionth degree.
Right.
What do you call it? Subversion.
Yes.
It's just
ultimate subversion.
Yeah, of like the trope, like the ultimate trope.
Yes.
In like those movies, like aim for the bushes.
Yeah.
And then they jump.
The music. Giving them that like hero mentality, like you feel like something like you're feeling the action movie part coming, right?
Yeah.
And then they lay it on you that they're dead.
Yeah.
And then you're at the funeral.
It's so cut, like dead, cut, funeral.
Yes.
Like,
oh man, so good. What's hilarious too is like, I googled the scene obviously, and then people Google. Why did they jump from the building? Like they still don't get it. Like, tell me why they jumped from the damn building.
That's the beauty of it.
And then people explain it. It's because they're trying to make fun of like the whole action hero thing. I'm like, oh, I still don't get it why they jumped. So good.
Classic.
I'll give another honorable mention. Obviously, that's really good. I think the whole Alan's wife bit is hilarious.
Like ball and chain.
So the bit is that Alan is making it seem that his wife's hideous and annoying and ugly.
Yeah.
And out comes Eva Mendes. And do we really have to describe Eva Mendes, right?
Yeah.
And Alan just plays it straight faced. He's like, oh, sorry, she's hideous, I know. She doesn't dress up. And she's like dressed to the nines.
Yeah.
And then the way that Terry reacts, Wahlberg's character, is also hilarious. He's like, I don't get it. Like,
wait, who is that?
Who is this person? It's obviously not your wife.
Yeah.
It's just so good, man. It's so good.
And then he's like, you come in here looking like shit. Or we're trying to work. Like, are you going to change? They already did.
Oh, man. I can't do it justice. Like, you just have to see it. Also, his ex... The fact that the other bit is that Alan is like a ladies' man. And he's an ex-pimp. And all the hot girls want to get with him. That's hilarious in itself. There's a good scene where he goes to see his ex-girlfriend because she has some information about the bad guys. She makes a move on him, and the husband's okay with it.
Yeah.
And then like the husband's talking to Wahlberg, and he's like, I might look hairy because of my beard. But down here, shaved. And just that one word is like, leave it there. Thank you. Maximum impact. That guy's really good. From Stranger Things.
He's a Mad Men too. He's in the like final 2 episodes. He's on the retreat.
Yeah. He looks like a hippie guy.
Yeah.
I love the FBI scene where he gives him the mug with the FBI. He's like, I'm a sick puppy. I have a weird sense of humor. Just like that bit too.
Yeah.
Man.
It's golden.
It's so good. Puts a smile on my face.
Yeah.
The rape whistle.
Like the downgrade of each gun.
I laughed so hard. I couldn't stop laughing.
Wait, which part?
So, yeah, it's the downgrade of each gun. So, Alan loses his fake gun,
Mm-hmm.
which he was given because he couldn't, because of the desk pop.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what's the guy? Captain Gene's character, played by
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. He's like, okay, I'm not going to give you back the fake gun. I'm going to give you a rape whistle.
Uh-huh.
And it's not funny the way I say it, but it's funny because
Like, how low can this get?
how low he can get. It's such a, like, whatever.
Demasculating.
Demasculating. And he's so helpless.
Yeah.
It's like, here's your rape whistle. Just whistle it if
The
you're in
most I
trouble.
can trust you with
Yeah.
is this. Like, and then someone with a real gun will probably come and help you.
And the whole time another bit that Michael Keaton is doing is he's quoting song lyrics. TLC. Don't go chasing waterfalls. It's just so good.
And he works at like a IKEA. No,
Yeah.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Bed Bath & Beyond, yeah. Part-time.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I can't help it. This movie's just too good. Too good for its own good.
Uh-huh.
Gator needs his gat, you punk-ass bitch. I
The whole
didn't expect that. And good thing I didn't have water in my mouth because
It got you?
Yeah. There's the bar mitzvah line where he's they cut to the Rob Riggle and Damon Wayans Jr.
Oh,
driving
yeah.
in the car, and he's like, next thing you know, I woke up with a tie around my neck or a belt around my neck and like a mask on, and he's like, what'd you do after that? I don't know, I just took it off and ran. He's like, bar mitzvah parties, man, they're crazy. So good. Lifetime Achievement Award, Evan. This award goes to actor, director who, at this point of their career, has reached the pinnacle. Is it Adam McKay's pinnacle? Is this movie as good as it gets?
I don't know. I think for me, yes. But I think with The Big Short is a lot more like what he wanted to do with this.
Yeah.
But it's also less funny. So it's really, if you prefer comedy, get this one. If you prefer the drama, get that one.
Yes. And that goes back to our point about like Oscars. Like this movie should be the best movie of the year.
Yeah.
But you're sort of ingrained to think like, if I'm saying this movie is the best Adam McKay movie ever, it's sort of a downgrade. But no, it's fine to say this is his best movie ever because it is.
Yeah. I think the only thing I don't like is a little like convoluted, like that
The plot
of the
burglars and like the scheme, the pausing scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that. It doesn't matter. But it would be nice to know what it, like, most of it means. Like,
Yeah.
I've watched it over and over, and I get a little more each time.
Yeah.
But they're just, you're focused on the comedy more.
I guess, like, that's sort of the difference, too, between this and Rush Hour.
Mm-hmm.
Because Rush Hour, I sort of cared about that little Asian girl.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
In this movie, I didn't care about the white man that stole billions.
Yeah.
Even if I knew what he did, I don't
Mhm.
know. It just didn't matter because I was focused on the comedy. I was focused
Yeah.
on laughing.
Yeah.
So McKay,
Yeah.
pinnacle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yeah, but maybe I'll change it as I watch other movies because I am a drama guy. I didn't know if you knew. Will Ferrell, is this his pinnacle?
No.
What's his pinnacle?
I don't know. Elf? Who knows these days?
It's so weird because
He has a lot of, like, highs, and it really depends on your taste, I
yeah,
think.
because he's in a what's that animated movie right after this? It's a
Megamind?
Megamind where he becomes big with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Anchorman. I would say his pinnacle is Step Brothers. Now after watching all these movies.
He had another big movie. Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Daddy's Home.
No, bigger. Like, I feel like he had something bigger than Elf.
No. Daddy's Home is his biggest box office gross.
Oh.
Unless it's Anchorman 2.
Okay.
Wahlberg, is this the pinnacle of his career?
Nah. I think probably, like, Boogie Nights is probably his best.
Yeah. I think one of his drama roles is definitely one of his best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not this one. But he did good in this.
Yeah.
Uh,
The rest are like side characters, all right. I think
yeah. I was going to put supporting actors here, like as a whole.
Uh-huh.
Like, is this the pinnacle of like supporting actors? Because I feel like this. No. Okay. That's next. MVP.
Michael Keaton.
This is the thing for me.
Oh.
I think this movie is carried by the supporting actors more than Ferrell and Wahlberg.
Okay.
Like, they add, of course, like their own thing to it, and they add a lot. But if it wasn't for the supporting actors and their little bits, it wouldn't be as good. From Eva Mendes to Rob Riggle, all of them.
I think still Michael Keaton is like the
Damn.
best supporting actor. Like,
So-
I think without him, it would have been not as good. Like,
Yeah.
I could see a Rob Riggle replacement.
Uh-huh.
Eva Mendes, like another hot actress,
Uh-huh.
probably. The other dudes,
Yeah.
like, they're all good, but I think you could replace them. Michael Keaton's like, he's pretty perfect in this.
Yeah. Because he's a good actor, too.
Yeah.
And he commits.
Yeah. Like when they're in the funeral and he's like yelling quietly. He's like, that one scene where he's like super like emotive. You guys want to be the big guys.
So good. I love you, Michael Keaton. We need to watch. We have to do a filmography run on him.
We've already done like some, no? Or just
Yeah,
big.
some.
What was the one?
Yeah.
Bird one? Birdman.
Birdman, yeah. Scene stealer. It can be Keaton because he's in this for more than 10 minutes. I'm going to give it to Eva.
Yeah. Because you're always like, what's he gonna do? How's he
Yeah.
gonna...
Because she's extremely pretty in this movie.
Yeah.
And it's like jarring.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that they're making fun of her.
Yeah.
It just captures everything at that moment. Rank this movie, Evan.
Number?
Yep.
9.5.
Dude!
And I say that with full bias. Like, I know this is like...
But that's how it should be. Like, a bias is an actual ranking in your head.
But I think I'm overly biased with this. Like, this is like
Okay. I get it.
a core movie for me.
It's like, if you want to know Ivan,
Yeah.
watch this movie.
I think if they watch this, they'll know even less about me. Like, what the heck is wrong with this guy?
I give this movie a 9.
You suck.
I think it's mainly because of the plot.
Yeah, it's a little
That-
heavy.
That it goes down.
Yeah.
But it's one of the funniest movies of all time.
Yeah. But it's also, I also like how complicated it is because it's like a comedy. Like,
Like, it doesn't...
it's so...
it shows how much it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Like, it's so overly complicated. It's funny. For,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Will Ferrell, whatever, like solving it. Whatever.
So, you have Talladega, 8.8. Anchorman, 8.8. Step Brothers, 9. Other Guys, 9.5.
I think I like Adam Mckay a little bit.
I have Anchorman, 8.5. Talladega, 8.7. Step Brothers, 8.8. Other Guys, 9.
I still haven't seen one of his movies, Vice,
Oh, really?
but I heard it wasn't like as good. But we'll see.
We'll see. It was nominated for all the awards, so. But we all know that doesn't matter. What do you guys think? What do you think of this movie? What would you give it in terms of a scale of 1 to 10? What would you rank The Other Guys, 1 through 10? Let us know in the comments below. Please hit, rate, review, subscribe if you haven't already. We would really appreciate that. Peliculas with the Bros. We're on all podcast platforms. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, all those things. We're also on YouTube. Check us out, Peliculas with the Bros. Hit that subscribe button. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Also, give us a rating of what you think of this movie, The Other Guys. What a classic movie you got, right?
Indeed.
My name's Adrian.
Ivan is mine.
We'll be back next week with another episode. Please take care of your bodily fluids. Get the COVID vaccine if you must. See ya.
Bye.